Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Friday Night Magic with Texas Dice. This time I'm playing some sealed with my mono green deck. I decided to keep my hand to work in to play my Dungrove Elder, the eldest of Groovers. Damn. He is a really strong card. The other cards in my hand, a Silkleash Spider, Silklash, a Rumbling Baloth, Prey upon two auras, a perfect stay. I'm playing against Semi J03, the Phantom Mage. He's playing a so far 3-colored deck. That's fake. So I start off with my Dungrove Elder. There we had a little conversation about people being AFK. That is a huge issue in Duels of the Planeswalkers. People being AFK all the time. So I take my while to type something, since my opponents played this Phoenix and I needed to be update. So Firewing Phoenix, 4 lands. I begin to enchant my Dungrove Elder. Now he's a 7/7 hexproof and gets bigger every time I play a forest. He decides not to block, and so he's down to 13, and that in one swing. This is a very strong creature. I have 2 of them in my sealed deck, and that is something Wizard of the Coast should not have slipped past, to have multiples of so huge rares. I know you can manipulate your sealed pools with cheats, like the hex editor from Gibbet or something like that. I don't know really how that works. I didn't manipulate this deck. And here choose the wrong card. The enchantment can't fight. Silly taxes. So now the board is clear. I can swing for 9. Or not. A fork. Fuck you. To be better said. So an attack for nothing. He shocks, but he shocks me. Why does he shock me? Makes not much sense. So another forest. Every land drop after the first 3 after I played my Dungrove Elder fills my soul with happiness. And now, unless he has a second fork, we swing in for the win. 13 damage. Hexproof. That's a pretty insane card. Wizards should feel really bad for letting this past. So, that was the first game. Move on to the next. This time we again start off with our Dungrove Elder. In the starting hand, I have anything I want. I can curve into my prized unicorn, into my spider, have a combat trick if I need to. All I need is more land, and there it is. I need to hit 1 more land. My next opponent, Low, the Spellslinger, uses a blue-black deck. I remember that one. Could have been nasty, but my deck is OP. So I top decked into a Predatory Sliver, which is kind of fine too, since I'm down to 2 lands. I just need to drop a land next turn. Waggering my options. What will he play? When will he play it? And now I have my first forest. But I was very skeptical. He is blue and he has mana open. I don't want him to catch my Dungrove Elder with an Essence Scatter. So I played my Advocate of the Beast to drop it out. Nope. Maybe he taps out in his turn. So, draw step. He's playing with 80 cards, I see. Wow. That's pretty much. Why do you have so many cards, bro? And he taps out. He plays a Bloodhunter Bat. He feels pretty smart right now. Draining me for 2, having a 2/2 flyer, huh? Yeah, well. First I attack. to intimidate him. At this point, I don't know why I saved my predatory sliver. Maybe because I had a mana open and nothing better to do with it. Maybe because I want more presence on the board. I could have also saved it in case he jump blocks my Dungrove Elder with something really huge. Like now in turn 5 he could play a Serpent Snake. A Harbor Snake. The huge snake in blue, it's a common. A 5/5 with Island Walk. Well, he has nothing. Now the engine is rolling and I top decked into an Oaken form. That is really, really good. Now my 7/7 and all of his friends can get a free swing. 11 points of damage. Bringing him down to 7. He needs to get really fancy here to make him not lose this game on the next turn. He plays an Assassinate. And I figure now, because there is a huge lag now, that he's not quite sure about the hexproof, and so he leaves the game. He has been replaced by AI. Well, I pretty much won the match at this point. This jump blocker will not stand a chance against my pumped up hexproof guy. So I just attack through, and I use this last moments of this game to complain about the fact that you can't turn off the AI takeover, which is pretty dumb. The AI takeover is it's bad. It's really bad if you play online, a really grindy state, but your opponent knows he can't win, and then you're forced to. That's bullshit. That's really bullshit. Well, anyway, I swing him with anything for the win. He flashes in one of these fairy invaders, but he can't block my 9/9 since the priced unicorn draws all the attention. Thank you, priced unicorn. Another win for Texas Dice. The next game is against Dennis. I guess. D3 and just whatever. I mulligan down into my second hand because I wanted to have my Dungroove Elder into my opening hand. The possibility to have this opening hand is really consistent in a 40 card deck with 2 copies of it. I never started one of my games without him, after mulligan of course, but that's really good. So, Dennis, he's opening up with a Plains. I open up with a Predatory Sliver. Now he got the touch. Sentinel Sliver. So, now it's my turn. I play another forest. Continue to attack. Draw that arrow. Now he can decide to trade or not to trade. I already have an elixir of immortality on the field, so I can get back any life I would lose in one turn, except I would lose more than 5 life. It's a time warp basically. I get my turn back, and that is really good. So now we fight against Sentinel Sliver. And now he attacks with 1 green open and 2 whites. I will not block. That is a really obvious trap. I must let go through. He could have a giant growth or that spontaneous wing or whatever it's called in his hand. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I have 2 giant growths in my hand, thankfully, so I can recklessly attack. At this point I was figuring out, should I attack, should I not, but I totally should have attacked with both. If he does not trade with my guy, he takes 5 points of damage. That's a lot. And if he hits me back for 4, I can activate my Exilla and get 1 extra life out of it. So he decided not to block, and I throw another body into play, which can death block. What's it called? I call it exterminate one of his attackers, since it has a large butt. The Advocate of the Beast has a large butt. He's not only a really good combination with the Rumbling Bailiffs, but also a really good card in combination with just being a 2/3 for the board state. Now I attack with anything I have. He must make choices. He decides to block my Dungrove Elder with 1 and my Predatory Sliver with the other 1. Now he uses Mighty Leap. That was the card I was talking about. I react with a Giant Growth to make my Dungrove Elder even bigger. Now it's a 7/7 and his 4/4 flying can't do shit. So I win this combat, lose my Predatory Sliver. I decided not to save it since I'm only a 4/4 at this point with my Dungrove Elder. But here we go, he has a Silklash Spider. That would be a devastating blocker at this point, but I just have 2 creatures he can't kill with 1 block. So I just go through and attack him. Still my elixir waiting to be needed, but I will spoil that for you, it won't be needed. This game will be over as quick as the other. He decides to block my Advocate of the Beast, since he probably expects a second Giant Growth, based on what he has seen before, and me recklessly attack like that. So I baited him too. Now he has 6 mana open. What does he do with it? Nothing, apparently. He just passes the turn over to me. And I drew into my second copy of Dungrove Elder. But first I will attack him with both of my cards. What will he do? The tension. This time he blocks. And he saw nothing happened. I didn't play a Giant Growth. I will hold on to my Dungrove Elder in case he top decks into a Wrath of the Gods, or what's it called, Day of Judgment, to destroy all creatures, so I can just continue having my bots being 10 times bigger than his. So another forest to ensure my win. Now I attack with my Dungrove Elder and my Advocate of the Beast. He must block or he loses, but he loses anyway. Now he blocks and uses his Giant Growth. And a second one to pump up his Sky. That's the reason he blocked before. He wanted to test me if I have a Giant Growth to kill his spider. Now his spider will kill my Elder, but that does him no good, since my Advocate of the Beast crushes through him. Well, that was Friday Night Magic with Texas Dice and Mono Green. See you later.